Beloved ones, we are concluding a phase of soul and monadic reconnection that started at the beginning of this 8th universal year. The silence and harmony that reigned in these 2 months is vital to help us stabilize all the wisdom and healing transmissions descended in our human being. The coming 7 and 888 portals will trigger a major planetary opening that will impact all of us on this ascension journey. Numbers that reflect the 8-dimensional energies we have been embodying throughout this year, as we too reconnect to these dimensions. At an individual level, the 888 passage represents the transfiguration we are experiencing from carbon-based to crystalline beings, as well as the twin monadic embodiment that occurs when we initiate ourselves in these illumined realms and start merging polarities. It is the completion of the thymus heart activation portal in our bodies, helping us to restore our higher hearts and live from a more unified space. Planetarily, the 888 passage represents the retrieval of the emerald ray we have been feeling for a few months. It is a unity portal, as my guides shared, which involves the opening of the many-dimensional portals, and their stabilization, that connect us to other dimensions and civilizations. The 888 passage is an unseen earthly portal anchoring the emerald ray and expanding this same healing and activation to all. It is situated on the so-called Avalon lands, on the 888-dimensional portal on the Hill of Tara, near Skryne in County Meath, Ireland. It represents the union that is taking place within and the planetary reconnection to all the timelines. The white lights are supportive pillars for the activation, and some of them are the white Elohim guardians, as I was shown in the vision I had when going, remotely, to this location. Many of you will be activating your Essene coding, remembering what needs to be cleared, starting to retrieve your unified template, restoring eons of female and masculine splitting, and completing monadic reunification until the 9th dimension. This is a mission that many of you have been supporting all this year, and even previously. It is due to the dedication of many of you who continue assisting in the restoration of the fabrics of time and space, that we are retrieving the infinity of our existence, and all the lost knowledge, for nothing is limited within creation. The 888 portal will impact our light bodies and will help us correct any anomaly in our masculine and female star tetrahedron vehicles. It will be also a time for all energy transmuters to act as filters of all the toxicity, lower energies, and other environmental distortions that need to be removed, as every time there is an activation, there is also the release of the previous non-benevolent structures or essences, and it is going to be a challenging time for transmuters. I personally never heard about this little location. When I saw it, I was mesmerized, as it really looks like a double 8. I think you must have felt the same whether it was the first time you connected to it, or have seen it before. As planetary healers, probably many of you have been there already. Comments with your experiences are more than welcome and appreciated to inform, share with all if guided. I tried to transmit the vision I received about this planetary activation in the picture I made from an aerial one of the Hill of Tara, in which I was shown how the 8s expand infinitely in the land in all directions, bringing healing and supporting the planetary chakra transfiguration that the elementals and the Earth's roots are also undergoing. My guides shared that the Lion's Gate this year was going to be totally different from other years. I was invited today to share this message even before the time comes, for it is now when everything is being woven behind the physical scenes. It is now, my guides shared, when we most need to be aware of what is taking place and choose with what forces we desire to align. It is not really about the 888 day, this day just represents the peak of everything we have been working with for a while. The 888 portal represents the peak of this planetary emerald healing and unification, as this passage will bring healing among the many planetary reversals that still govern our Earth's Templars, fabrics, and collective. Everything, from the micro to the macro, is being reconnected, for we are now prepared to transform ourselves as species, reclaiming our lost knowledge and galactic connections. This is what the triple infinity represents. This passage confirms where many of you are now, becoming sovereign beings in communion with your God Self, activating your monadic twin, which starts by doing so within and reconnecting with all of who you are, eternally and perpetually, as the 888 represents. These coming 77 and 888 portals are the peak of this 8th universal year. A passage that prepares for the eclipses and the complete transfiguration and subsequent reconnection that many of you will be undergoing. Many of you are now aligned to your monads, healing galactic timelines, retrieving wisdom, and above all, your soul's purpose, feeling the companionship of walking now unified, for our entire monad walks, breathes, and also evolves with us. There are many 8-dimensional holders among us, whose mission has been key during this year to help us descend the many 8D frequencies that we are constantly embodying. Their mission is to bring back hidden knowledge that has been kept from us for eons. The more we train our consciousness to navigate outside of our time and space, the more connected we will be to who we are, our guides, and all within creation, for we cannot maneuver with timelines if we first do not open our consciousness. During June and July, grid workers, new Earth's anchors, and light weavers are massively anchoring the new Earth's codes and its timeline's codes that later on harmonic channels stabilize. This is a very important phase for the stabilizers, as they are the next ones preparing for the stabilization mission on specific areas of the planet, their locations, or where they are guided to go remotely or physically to be of assistance. The luminaries' auroras, also present in the dragon energy from this year, are helping us in the greatest planetary awakening that is taking place. They are helping timekeepers with the removal of artificial timelines, so we can only align with the harmonic timelines of our choice. Even though calm, silence, seems to be ruling this time, a lot is happening behind the physical scenes. Every one of you has a unique and precious role within creation. As ascending souls, you all come with a unique blueprint that already serves the planet just by being, for we do not need to be constantly doing to be of assistance, as all we do for ourselves, we do for all. Often the most efficient way to assist is just to be, heal, and clear ourselves, understanding that if our body channels are not ready to receive, we cannot give either, and our bodies are supporting the weight of both time and the intensity of the energies we co-create with. It has not always been easy, for our chosen ascension path is not a bed of roses. However, it has been always worth it, to feel the love, warmth, constant support, and new planetary opening that has taken place. All of you have gracefully, some without even knowing it, contributed to this planetary opening. Thank you for being a light beacon for all, beloveds. Within infinite love, Natalia Alba.